Hello, welcome to Farm Talk. I'm visiting Botswana and I've got Werner Faber here just outside Gaborone, and we'll be talking about Simmental. We're talking about breeding, and we'll find out what makes things so special here in Botswana and why he loves what he's doing. And I can tell you, when you walk in here, you can see the passion, and it's all about the passion. And we're going to find out. Werner, welcome, and thank you for talking to me.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Well, when we look at stud breeding from the start, and I've spoken to Clive earlier today, if you want to do it, you need to love working hard. You need to love what you do, and that's just what it from a starting point. That's what Simmental is for you.
Yeah, like I said, all the years I've grown up with Simmentalers, and that's why I stick to the breed. I understand the breed, but it's a passion. At this stage, I see it as my hobby. Also, then you look at another way in the breeding, what you want to achieve with it. So yeah, it must be a passion with any breed. Then you'll make a success out of it.
Mm. A lot of the genetics that we see in Botswana and in the Simmentalers over here, we see it's genetics that you've brought in from South Africa or from all over the world as well. So it does provide that some South African genetics, some Namibian genetics, and then some special genetics that you do keep in canisters here and there probably. How do you see your breeding, and what is it that you try to achieve?
Yeah, I mean, the Simmentalers in Botswana all started from South Africa and from Namibia. Namibia also started actually from South Africa. So that's where our baseline come from. And then out of those genetics, under our conditions, we try to breed a specific breed that adapt into Botswana, that can work here. And the vision is to breed something that you can export again, which is not that size. And that's where the passion and comes in to breed something special. In the Tholo herd, we've got some genetics from the Netherlands here. The Montbillard Simmentalers, which I had put my hand on 3 females, and I've used that bloodline a bit, which is I think unique. Otherwise, we try to breed a quality animal here.
But that is nice to have those sort of opportunities, and it is what makes you a stud breeder, seeing those opportunities, seeing, listen, but I can do something to breed my type, my phenotype, and still bringing these sort of genetics that might just be a little special, and a little that something wants to bring into their herd, because you need that genetics to come through, and new genetics in any herd at some point.
Yeah, I think when you're a stud breeder, you don't want to be the same as your neighbor. So what do you do special to get to sell your bulls and your females? So you must think out of the box always, and think of an animal that adapt and that other people will want. I mean, you also want other stud breeders. We also buy from each other. And what do you have special? And that's what we try to do, is to say, listen, how many stud bulls can we breed that other stud breeders will buy for us? And if you've got a commercial farmer who's also interested in one of the bulls, you get one of the best. So yeah, that makes it special when you're a breeder, is how will you breed something that's got your mark on it, your type of animal. And that's where, when we show, people can see there's a Tholo animal. Why? Because we've got a picture in my mind, and I'm trying to breed to that picture.
You're talking about that picture. We just saw the champion of the world being acknowledged all over, and we saw the PJ Butler's initiative. But we saw that the Botswana, yours as well as Marshall's, and Ledwood, and a lot of other guys are really standing up for Botswana side, even though the herds are on that big, but they are competing on every market with the best in the world.
Yeah, that's we're proud of that. And this year specific, we had 5 farmers with 4 different breeds in the finals, which is we're very proud of that. It shows you, like, in small herds, we still on top of the world. And we can compete against the top of the world. And that makes us proud, and that keeps us positive to do better and better every year.
Yeah, that does make sense. Making sure that your animals do adapt here, that takes quite a while. These ones behind me are going to Ganzi very soon, just to go through exactly that thing. they need to know go out into the field. They need to survive a little on their own and to see which of them are really going to end up being those special bulls.
Yeah, no, that's what we do. Like I said, they're going for about a year and a half into the sand on the veld. And then we bring them back and prepare them for the shows and the auctions. And that's where that's where the weak ones fall out. And when you sell to a customer, you know, this bull is adapt to the environment and to the country. That's the important thing.
You do attend a few sales around the country, but you guys like to have a show and have a sale afterwards, and that does provide the buyers of a certain perspective where they can actually see the animals next to each other, see what they like, don't like, and actually make a choice.
Yeah, I think what is important about the shows is that we get all the farmers to the show. And when an animal have done well on the show, you get a good price for it. And everybody wants to show well and get good prices. The quality on the show is very high. And I think that's where we are now. The quality have increased a lot over the last 10 years because of that. Why will one guy get 100,000 for a bull? We all want that. So we come with the best and we try to breed the best. And I think that's where Botswana people are farmers, all of them, even if they work they're part-time farmers. But there's not, I think 5% or 2% doesn't have animals. So these are cattle people in the blood. It's in the blood. And I mean, they don't miss the show. And that's where we market properly and we can prove what we've got on the ground.
Having to sell your bulls year in and year out, there's not a lot of stud farmers in Botswana at the moment. So you got guys buying from Namibia, buying from Zimbabwe, from South Africa. But at the end of the day, it is about also improving the commercial herds here. And we touched on it earlier. They are still the rock of making farming viable for you. Is those guys willing to buy bulls at a good price?
No, I think so. You know, we don't depend on the exports. That's a bonus. We depend on the local farmer, and to get the beef industry, the quality of the animals up. People have moved a lot from traditional farming to commercial farming. So, and that's where these bulls comes in. When we give them this type of bulls, they wean heavier calves. They're more proud of their cattle, and the mindset have changed. So yeah, our foundation is Botswana. We will look after Botswana farmers, and we want to give them the best. And like I said, it's a bonus if you export something. But yeah, if we can export more and get more countries, then you'll get more stud breeders also in Botswana.
Some of the young farmers in Botswana, if they want to start a stud tomorrow, what would your advice be to them, and say making sure that they make a success of it? I think there's lots of time there's a misperception of what you have to do as a stud breeder. What would your advice be making sure that they make a success, and how do they go about it?
Yeah, I think if you want to become a stud breeder and you don't have the background, go and work for a stud breeder. Go to a stud breeder and see what is involved into breeding stud. And then you must have the passion and the eye. Not all of us can be doctors. Not all of us can be bookkeepers. But you must have a passion for animals. And as soon as you've got a passion for animals, you see. But there's a lot to learn. I mean, we as stud breeders will still learn till the day we're not breeding anymore. You never know everything about it. So I think don't just go into it. Go and make sure you really want to do it. Visit stud breed farmers. All fat animals are always nice.
Yeah,
that helps. Yeah, that helps you to pick an animal. But you can be able to look through the fat,
see the way they walk
ability. There's a lot of things, is you go into a crawl and the guy pick, if you've got the knowledge about it.
Werner, thank you very much for talking to me. I really appreciate it.
Yeah,
good luck with your efforts forward, and I hope to see you soon.
Yeah, no, thank you for you guys. I appreciate it.
Okay, there you have it, all the way here from Botswana, and I thank Werner and Clive and everyone here from Leadwood as well for having me. It's been really nice, and I can't wait to see what's happening in the next year here in Botswana. Until next time, cheers.